Okay, we are on Wednesday, flexibility and conditioning day, or week 1. We're gonna have Courtney demonstrate lots of things for me. We're kind of focusing on some hip flexibility and some foot strength this week. So this is for our level 1 and 2, junior team, mini team, and senior team. You guys can all do these, and you can do more than what we're doing. We're just gonna kind of show you, and then you can do as much of it as you want. So we're gonna start with just some basic stretches. So we're gonna stand in second, and we're gonna reach to the right. And I want you to hold this for 30 seconds, because the longer you hold, the more flexibility you're gonna gain. So once you hit your 30 seconds, I want you to go to the other side. And then, so you'll have to pause this video, we understand that, but we just wanna get through the video for you today. And then you're gonna hold for 30 seconds on this side, and then you're gonna go to the middle, and you're gonna hold for 30 seconds in the middle. And then let's go into a right lunge. Yep, and make sure that your knee stays over your ankle and your back knee stays really up and nice and flat. And I want you to hold that for 30 seconds as well. And then after your 30 seconds, I want you to drop to your elbows. And I want you to hold that for 20. You don't have to hold that one for as long. Once your 20 seconds is up, I want you to go ahead and sit into your middle, one leg out. Yep, there we go. Sit here and hold that for maybe 5-10 seconds. Okay, and then switch to the other side. Yep, same thing. You just want to keep your feet really pointed when you do this. Okay, and then I want you to do a left lunge. Yep, keeping your knee over your ankle and keeping your back leg really, really, really flat. And I want you to hold this for 30 seconds. Once your 30 seconds is up, I want you to drop to your elbows. And you should think about pushing your hips kind of towards the floor during this, but without letting that knee bend, and that will really open up your hips. Okay, and then you can sit. Yep, I don't know what we want to call this stretch. We don't really have a name for this stretch. And then flip to, yep, switch it over to the other side. Good job. Okay, now go up, and let's just put our feet together and reach for your toes. And I want you to hold that for 30 seconds. Once your 30 seconds is up, I want you to come back up. And I want you to go back down for like half that time, like 15 seconds. And I'm gonna grab just something random for Courtney. To increase your flexibility, you can stick a shoe or something underneath of your toes and then reach. Whoa. And you'll feel it stretching some different muscles. Maybe don't do something rolly, that's maybe not the best idea. Okay, and then go off of it. And then you can put your heels on it too. I suggest using the tennis shoe because it won't move. Like hopefully Courtney doesn't fall off this. And then you can stretch that way too, and that makes you up a little bit higher. And hold those for 30 seconds each. And that should help you. Okay, and then of course we always like to stretch our necks and our arms. So you can do some neck stretches. You can do your typical arm stretches. Yep, it's just good to keep them loose. One of my favorite ones that people forget to do is when you grab behind and open, because that'll push your shoulder blades together, because when we dance, we always want to have kind of an open chest and not closed in. So hold that for 20 seconds or so. Okay, and then we're going to do a hip flexibility. I don't know if I'm going to call it a drill, but go down to just your right knee, Courtney. There you go. Okay, so she is going to just think about pressing her hips into the floor, and she's going to reach up and over. Yep. So this is trying to open up those hip flexors and really get a good deep stretch in those. And I also suggest holding everything 30 seconds at least. Okay, once she's done with 30 seconds, then she can go into the other side. Yep. And same thing, really press your hips into the floor, yep. But she's also keeping her knee over her ankle, because if you don't, it doesn't do as much. So make sure that you keep that knee over your ankle and then press into the floor and then reach, yep. And 30 seconds later, stand back up. Okay, those are kind of our nice hip flexibility things. We are gonna do like a hip strengthening drill on the floor too, so go ahead and lay down. And I want you to put your, let's do your left leg first since we're mirroring them. So you guys will do your right leg. You can put your right leg in the air. And I want you to think about drawing small little circles like the size of a tennis ball. Yep, and try not to let your hips move. Keep your hips flat. Do it and move your hips, Courtney. Okay, you don't want to do that. It's not doing anything for your hip. Okay, so keep them flat. And think about turning out a little bit. Yep, I think we need to do 8 small circles. Once you finish your 8 small circles, do 8 bigger circles, maybe the size of a basketball. Circle around 8 times, yep. Or go 4 one way, and then switch it and go 4 the other way. Maybe that would be better than just going one way. Okay, and then I want you to go even bigger. The goal to this drill is to be able to get your leg to like make a full circle around you. So Courtney's never done this before until today. This is the first time I've ever made her do it. So go ahead and go like towards your head, Courtney. Yeah, okay, and like circle it out and open. Okay, so she can't like go all the way to her face, but the point is to try to open up that hip flexor and try to gain some strength. And the more that you do it, obviously the more strength you'll build in it. And then we'll switch to your left side. Same thing. Let's do 4 one way. And once you complete your 4, do 4 the other way. Yep. Go clockwise and counterclockwise. And then size of a basketball-ish, something like that. And then try to do really big ones. And do 4 and 4. Make it sets of 4 each way. Clockwise and counterclockwise. Okay, those are really good ones. Another one you can do while you're laying down is just put your leg up. This helps with ossicones. She's done this one before. So she wants to keep this foot turned out and she wants to keep her hips flat. And she doesn't want to just pop her leg open, but she wants to resist it down, opening up that hip flexor and going out to the side as far as she can without moving. No one will be able to hit the ground probably. And then come back up. Yep, and I would suggest doing that 8 times on the right and then switching and doing it 8 times on the left. So, Courtney, show them a bad one. Like, I don't want you to go fast, plop your hip over. Okay, that's not gaining anything. You need to resist it, yep, and you need to go slow and only go as far as you can and then bring it back up. Yep, there's no point in touching your foot all the way to the floor if this glute comes off of the floor. Just keep them pressed down, okay? All right, we are going to move into our foot strengthening drills. We have 2 of them today. And I want you to, at home, just grab like a hand-sized towel, okay? And we are going to work on just building strength in our feet for our points and for everything that we do. So we want to just lift up our toes and try to grasp the towel and pull it towards you. Yep. So and the bigger the towel you do, obviously the more tired your foot's gonna be, the more you're gonna gain out of it. So you'll do that, gather the whole towel, do it 2 times, if you want, depending on the size of your towel, and then do your other foot. Your left foot will probably be harder. But yeah, you just pick up your toes and you try to bring that towel towards you. Just slowly creep it towards you. Good job. And do that a couple times if you have a small towel. If you have a bigger towel, do it like once. Okay, our other foot strengthening drill, we're gonna move to the ballet bar. You don't have to use a ballet bar at home. You can just grab a wall, maybe you're in the back of your couch. It's just for a little bit of balance. Okay, so we are going to really focus on our arches during this exercise. So we are going to, which way do you wanna go first? Up, okay, we're gonna go on releve, go to first, and then go into a nice high releve, pressing those toes over, but without rolling out. Do not roll, Courtney. Do not roll. That's not good. And don't roll in either. Try to keep your weight into like the big, between your big toe and your second toe. Okay, and then we are going to plie in that forced arch, thinking about pressing our knees out and really pressing into that part of our foot. And then we're gonna set our heels down while we're still in plie, and then we're gonna straighten. And then you're gonna do this 4 times. So that's 1, we're gonna go back up, and we're gonna plie and really press over. We're really working our arches. Press your heels down and then straighten. Okay, so you'll do 4 of those. Once you complete your 4, we're gonna reverse it. So she's gonna plie, and then she's gonna releve, and then she's gonna straighten, and then she's gonna drop back down into her heels. Let's do 1 more. Plie, forced arch, up tall, and then back down. And I want you to do 4 of those also. And that will complete our stretching and strengthening, but of course you are welcome to do anything else we've done at class this year or any other YouTube tutorials you want to search, but have fun at home.